And there's a place here waiting for you. For your business, yeah, we're on the Lord's time, sharing his love and his light.
Other faiths, they have their ways of showing how they follow God and in their faith, and the garment is how we do ours. And so why do people feel like this is a change that's needed? Like, is it the change of just talking about it, or just having the garment involved altogether?
And this is what gets me. It's because even if you fix their temporal needs, or even if you fix their, like, I don't even know how to explain it. You can't change. I would rather the heart change the mind than the mind change the heart, right? Because I don't see it. I can't argue my way or convince you through these other things. It's like, I want to encourage you in your faith of Jesus Christ and then let you come to that understanding yourself, because people are going to talk about comfortability, convenience, right? But if we fix comfortability or convenience, they still won't wear it. Like, that's the reality. It's like,
which they're doing. They're creating so many different styles of garments.
And so that's something that makes sense to me. But what doesn't make sense to me is when we're arguing with people that are not in our faith, or having a deep discussion with them, and we provide them the source, provide them the proof, and they're like, well, what about this? And then the goalpost moves, and it's like, you know what? You guys, you didn't really care to know. Like, that was, you didn't really care to understand the garment. You just don't like the faith, and it's fine. Let's just be honest. Let's just be clear cut. Let's just tell me, let me know what I'm dealing with. If you do not like my faith, great. Let's just go about our day. Brother Bill is still due tomorrow. Okay, so it's like, but with the changes, I see that as a church understanding, like, and I say the church, I just want to make this clear. We are not separate from the church. Like Sister Alberto put it plainly, that the church are the members. So when we say the church, it is an extension. Like, we are a part of that. We play a small piece in it, but it is a global religion. So with that being said, the church expanding to places like Africa, like in all those countries involved, there's no way that they can justify wearing some of these garment pieces that we have in their climate at all. And I do think that, like, for me, I personally, when I first got endowed, I was cool wearing my garments underneath my workout clothes, because I just wanted to be so close to the Savior. But then it got to a point where it's like, all right, this is not practical at all. I will say, I'm the type of person, if I'm going to work out or something, I do wear the bottoms all the time. I don't know if you're allowed to do it. Sometimes I'll show up late to sacrament. I take the water, like, even if I didn't take the bread. Like, I just want to be as close as I can. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's like
Spirit allowed.
I don't know how it works, but it's like I want as much as I can. And so when they are showing, like, because towards the last quarter of 2025 in America, they're going to release the sleeveless.
It's like
garments.
sleeveless, yeah.
So
tank top boys.
is that are people going to use that an excuse to wear tanks all the time?
The excuse is going to be, now they're changing things. Like, we can't change things.
Yeah, it's like that's the whole point.
It still means the same thing. Bro, we used to wear them to our wrists and ankles, and now
I heard that.
But now it's not good enough. I know, bro. Bro.
Yeah, those in the spiritual
onesies, man.
But for me, though, it kind of made sense for them because they were in Utah. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, when you expand out, it's like, like, we kind of,
It's honestly just a witness of God's love for everybody. He adapts and helps his children be able to keep their covenants, but he's like, okay, I understand that there's things that are going on, or the climate here, or it's a different culture or whatever, and he tries to help us so we can be able to ultimately keep our covenants, because that's what's most important.
But you guys said it. It already happened in the scriptures. Like, the reason why God gave Moses the 10 commandments, and the reason why there was even the law of Moses, was because there were more brutal stuff going on at the time. Like, an eye for an eye was merciful compared to what they were doing back then.
And you steal something, you die.
Yeah, you die. Like, you just immediately, it's just death. It was the death penalty for everything. And then when you came back, you said, you know what, like, if you steal something, we'll cut off your hand. We'll do that instead of killing you. Like, it sounds like a good alternative. Yeah. But then for us, it's just like, whoa, like, why do they have, like, you don't need to cut off somebody's hand, just we have some other fines, that some of the change of currency, but like, that's how it happens throughout time. So when people see all these changes, they're like, oh, like, we caught you guys. Like, no, you didn't, dude. Like, like, what do you guys want us to do? You guys want us to not evolve? It's like, they want to put us in the box of, like, Mormons, like Amish people. No disrespect with Amish people. Shout out to Amish people if y'all watch this. Like, respect to y'all, but we not Amish, right? And so like they said, like they want to put us in the box of Amish.
They probably
people,
won't watch this stuff.
I know my fault too. You never know. They might be progressing too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it works.
True.
But it's just like they want to put us in this box of like, you guys are like this, and then when we progress, it's just like, oh wait, what? Like you can't have it. Like yes, you can. Yeah. Like the gospel of Jesus Christ is progressing because that is essentially what the gospel of Jesus Christ was. That's the reason why they killed Jesus Christ, was because he was a progressive mind, and so. Don't even get me started on that. But yeah.
You can't hang out with the sinners.
Yeah.
No, exactly, bro.
I feel, and speaking of that, just that within that time period, I feel like members of the church and even people outside of the church are becoming like this Pharisees like.
Yeah.
We're getting so point, you can't do this, you can't do that. But I feel like we need to understand there's a balance. But obviously there's things the Lord has set and bounds he's set. But I feel like sometimes we kind of miss the mark, I just as members of the church today. And so I feel like
stumbling block. People focus on it and allow like, oh, they're changing it, so I'm gone. Like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kind of ridiculous.
Here is near the